Hey everyone, welcome to Destination Truth. It's been a while, sorry, I've stopped making videos as often as I used to. My apologies, I'm getting caught up with all kinds of things in my life. I'm trying to basically make my own business on the side because you know what, you gotta do what you gotta do. And this is honestly a hobby for me, but I think there's some interesting things that are going on that just don't have any news coverage. And no one's talking about it except for very intelligent people like Elon Musk, for example. But this particular story I want to bring up today it's actually old news. It came out in like October 2016, and I've just been mulling over it, thinking about it in the back of my head for several months now. And I have this article up here from the United Nations, a projection of the world population to be nearly 10 billion people by 2025. Okay? So this episode is going to be pretty weird, guys, because honestly, I am going to be siding with the globalists on one topic, and only one topic. Basically, I hate all their corruption and bullshit and evil that the Illuminati, or whatever we want to call them, the oligarchs, the elites, they do all kinds of evil. But one thing that they are doing in a very evil way that I disagree with, but is for the right reason, is population control. Okay? Now here's why, everyone. Okay, so here's an article on the world population being nearly 10 billion by 2025. Now if you're watching this video at all, I think it's safe to say you're probably under the age of 50, which means you will definitely be alive in that many years. It's hardly 30 years, so considering everyone's living to 80 on average nowadays, especially in the United States, with a population that high, there's a lot of consideration to take in. Consider Japan, for example. I'm going to show you some other projections. Japan is one of the few countries that is actually losing population. But if you look up here, you're going to also see that certain countries have a lot of old people and not a lot of younger people and people in their prime, which in this particular estimate is 15 to 64. So old people are going to outnumber all of us, okay? That's deeply concerning because old people can't move as fast, can't work. They're not fast at learning new things, which they will need to do in order to work. Okay? Now, work is what I want to bring up next. Why do I bring up work? It's actually very important. Let me start this video over and let's watch it together. It's called Uber's Self-Driving Trucks Delivers 50,000 Beers.
Not an outtake from the action movie Speed.
I'll be quiet.
This is a conventional 18-wheeler that drives itself, thanks to a $30,000 retrofit. San Francisco startup Otto, which Uber bought this summer, made history with this truck. It completed the world's first truck autonomous delivery, carrying 50,000 cans of Budweiser from a brewery in Fort Collins, Colorado, to Colorado Springs, 120 miles away. The human drove the truck onto the highway, flipped on self-driving mode, and spent the next 2 hours of interstate chilling in the back seat.
Okay, so you get the picture. Basically, there's AI trucks, self-driving trucks, and this, again, did come out in October. And the concern is not just this, it's also things like this. We've got drones. Trucks with a drone pilot that'll deliver tons of packages, which could potentially replace more people than just one. Now, the reason I bring up both of these articles, I'll play this without sound, actually. Alright, so the point of these articles is this, everyone. These are technologies that replace jobs. Jobs for humans. Okay? So, my point is this, is AI and automation the Holocaust of humanity? And I don't think using the word the Holocaust of humanity, I think it's a good terminology for what I'm talking about, which is, what is it to be a human? right now, and for the longest time, ever since the Industrial Revolution, it's basically been to achieve happiness and to work to achieve happiness, to earn enough money to pay for what you need to survive and to sustain a family. Okay, so with AI being developed and actually quite legitimately basically being launched in the very near future here. Now you'll see this U.S. Let me show you this article. This one's much newer. This one came out today. If you can see this, literally today. Anyway, so point being of these two articles, jobs are being replaced with technology. And previously, I just showed you. Here's an actual active world, basically clock of how many people are being born and how many are dying. As you can see, this number is steadily increasing. People are dying, yes, but it is quite rapidly increasing. We're reaching a point where we're almost at astronomical growth. If you go back, literally, just until the 1850s, the population was growing so slowly, it was hard for them to ever rationalize the planet ever having even 4 billion people. Okay, 1850s, guys. That's just a little over 100 years ago. Maybe closer to 200 years ago, but still. Point being is they couldn't even rationalize that because of things like famines and disease, which today we have a great grasp on. So now I'm going to do something also, again, kind of siding with globalists, and I hate to do it, but I think there's a good point to do it for. Population losers. This is the 10th estimation on this pewresearch.org fact tank website. It is stating that some of the biggest countries with the highest populations that they wanted to note were Japan, Russia, and Germany, which are going to be losing population. Now, thanks to China's one-child law, theirs, as you can see, is only 2%. While the rest of the world, including the United States, is increasing steadily. But then you see countries like Kenya and Nigeria still climbing at percentages which are astronomical compared to the rest. 176 in Nigeria and 138% in Kenya. The growth of human beings is astronomical. And in these countries, it's sad to say, but is that okay because they're already part of the third world? I don't know. It's really a touchy subject, but I think we need to start talking about this stuff because, again, we are living in the age of information, and everything is at your fingertips, just seconds away if you want to grasp this information. Now, I actually have some solutions that I would actually really like to propose, and they are really, really hard-hitting propositions, so I'm trying to sugarcoat it, basically. But basically, human population's going up, okay? This is kind of a scary topic that we're going to have so many people, 10 billion by as soon as 2050, potentially. Let's do another search real quick. I already know the answer, but I want to show you how easy this is to find. Truck drivers in the U.S. How many are there, do you think? There are approximately 3.5 million professional truck drivers in the United States, according to estimates. Okay, so earlier today I heard another estimate that there are close to 500,000 taxi-related job drivers, and if you include delivery positions other than truck drivers, such as pizza delivery guys, any kind of delivery service position, you're talking of north of 500,000 Americans. Okay, that's also close to another million. Okay, so let's just say, conservatively, there are going to be 4 million, flat. 4 million people that could potentially be displaced in that amount of time by 2050. Okay, so that's a huge jump. I think their jobs could be replaced by 2025. Okay. Well, let's assume there's some lag time, and not everyone wants to get behind the AI trucks and the self-driving cars and all this nonsense. And I shouldn't call it nonsense. I think it's an amazing technology. It really is, because personally, I love taking public transit. I live in SF. I love taking public transit because it is the only time in the day where I can read books and I can grow my intelligence and teach myself things. And I love doing that. And again, it's the only place I feel I can do that, because when I'm at home, I've got a trillion, billion things I could be doing. And when I'm at work, I'm supposed to be working. And when I'm supposed to be doing other things, whether I'm with my girlfriend or friends, you're doing something. You're always busy. When you're at home these days, Netflix and Amazon Red, YouTube Red, or Amazon Prime Video, whatever, there's just so much entertainment. So I made a video already about 10 ways the elites keep people too busy to care about what they're doing, because they still see us as subhuman. They are a different race. They do see themselves as some kind of superior alien race that was seeded and stuff, and they were always supposed to be ruling us, basically. Anyway, so there's 10 ways they do it, and I am not deceived. I am very awake to their methods and methodology, and I'm constantly trying to gain more information. So anyways, my simple point there is not to waste too much time. I like the idea of self-driving cars because I could read more and watch more YouTube videos, just gain more information. I love it. I can't stop. I love it. So let me get to the hard point, guys. Sorry, I've been really sugarcoating this one, but again, rough estimate. I think it's conservative and safe to say about 4 million people could easily be uprooted from their jobs or replaced by AI in the next, let's say, 20 years or less, maybe even. Okay? That's 4 million people. And those people, again, are having babies. There's more people, and we're letting people immigrate into our country too. Okay, so this brings up everything, including not just population control and technology and jobs. It also brings up immigration. I mean, what I'm talking about in this particular video is quite vast and touches a lot of things, but I think we need to start talking about the simple fact that if these people lose their jobs, what is it going to do? The butterfly effect, or the domino effect, whatever you want to call it. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had to stop working on the video the other day and continue it now. And I just want to reiterate, I'm sorry about the sound. It sucks. I know I need a new mic. I apologize for this one. This one was $75, by the way. That sucks. Anyways, at least you can hear me. I'm going to finish this up now, finally. Sorry, I've been sugarcoating it and beating around the bush. But, so here's the point, guys, is there's a cause and effect of everything that happens. That's not controversial. That's a fact. And if the world population is growing insanely fast, and in the very near future we're going to be creating technologies that get rid of jobs for people, then how are people going to be feeding their families? What does the future hold? And lastly, what is humanity? At what point do we decide to care about humans and humanity over profits? When are we going to draw the line in the sand? When are we going to pass laws that say certain technologies are too catastrophic for mankind? Where will it end if we let 4 million jobs, roughly, go belly up due to AI innovations? Yes, it will make the road safer. So I think this is one technology that will not get blocked by government. It's just a technology that's going to take over. And people are going to have to find new jobs. I think the future holds a lot of potential for intelligent people to find new jobs for people. Additionally, I want to say that the service industry, I don't want to see customer service go to robots, because there's no humanity in that. There's no personal touch. Anyway, I could just talk about humanity forever. I mean, anyone can. Like the benefits of being a human being. But I mean, at some point you have to draw that line in the sand and say, is it okay to say that profits are more important than the welfare of human beings? I don't know. But I do say that human beings deserve the pursuit of happiness. We should not allow ourselves to just give away millions of jobs to robots just because we can. With the increase of humans worldwide, something needs to be done to slow that growth. Sadly, that's just a fact of the matter, because if it continues at current levels, Just eventually there will be insane levels of poverty, which is inevitable, but also starvation. Feeding 10 billion people is not going to be easy. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you heard, please subscribe. Maybe someday when I have a big enough follower base, I'll make a Patreon. I don't think I'll monetize this channel. I don't unless I get a bunch of followers or something. But yeah, I need a new mic, so I'll make a new video this weekend, I'm sure. Thank you for watching.
I'm just getting warmed up. This is Von Clausewitz shit. Total fucking war. I'm gonna pull the whole thing down. I'm gonna bring the whole fucking diseased, corrupt temple down on your head. It's gonna be biblical.